Welcome back to your 2020 grant writing planning. So today I want to talk about what happens if your plan goes off track. And the first thing I want to say about that is totally normal. People get sick, life gets in the way, projects go off the rails. It happens. And so what I want to talk about today is how to handle that. And by the way, that is one of the reasons why we only plan one quarter at a time, because planning farther out than that is kind of it's useless because of the ways that projects shift and change over time, and our inability to anticipate some of those roadblocks. So that's why we're focused on one quarter at a time. And you might already feel like things are planned out pretty much to the minute. And, maybe that's the case for you if you have a really big project that you need to accomplish in a really short time. One of the pieces of advice that I always offer to my grant writing clients is to give yourself some breathing room when you're writing your grant, when you're planning your grant, so that you can come back to it later with fresh eyes. You want to give yourself a little bit of time to let your grant kind of sit. This might be when you send it off to other people for review, for feedback. But you want to give yourself a little bit of time away from your document so that you can come back to it and notice, some of the holes in the argument, some areas where you need to clarify what you're trying to say. Lots of different reasons why it's wise to take a step back and to come back to your work as if you're reading it for the first time. So if you have those little pockets of breathing room built into your planning schedule, that also allows you to adjust if things go off the rails a little bit. It does mean that you're sacrificing a bit of your time away from your grant, but it does give you the chance to be a bit more nimble if things don't work out the way that you anticipate. So that's my big tip for anybody who's writing a grant application, is to really build in a bit of space for yourself, so that you do have an opportunity to get feedback and that you can give yourself feedback once you've stepped away from it a little while. For more general project planning, if you are finding that things are going a bit sideways, that's why we have the review and plan set up, so that you can adjust quickly, move things around, maybe add in another block of time in your week where you can accomplish something. If this is a project that really needs to get done by a specific deadline and things are going sideways, you just need to do what it takes to get it done. So if you are doing the regular review and plan, you'll know when things are going sideways. You'll sort of have like an early warning system that will help you figure out if things are on track or if they're not. And then that gives you the opportunity to adjust pretty quickly and hopefully salvage the project from completely falling apart. So those are my recommendations for you if you are working on a grant application and if you're just working on projects more generally. So I will see you next time for another planning tip.